this is Marvin Glotfelty, a hydrogeologist and licensed well driller from Arizona. Here to give you another industry-connected video from the National Groundwater Association. There's been or will be some good articles on fishing and fishing tools in the Water Well Journal. So I wanted to talk about fishing a little bit conceptually. Rather than going through fishing tool by fishing tool by fishing tool, I wanted to talk some generalities for you. And I've pulled together some, I've got a nice little library of books, and I'll show you some of them here. The first one is it's been out of print for many, many years. This is from 1943, but I got it in the used bookstore many years ago. It's actually a military manual TM5-297 on well drilling. And it's great. It's got some rotary, but mostly cable tool items. There's some fishing tools that use great old airbrush images, and some others, all kinds of great images in here, different types of fishing tools, wall hooks, latch jacks, etc. Different kinds of cable that a cable tool would use, left lay and right lay cable. Really nice stuff. I actually have a sample of left lay cable. This is what one would drill with. So you can kind of see the difference. The left lay cable, things move to the left, no matter which direction you look at it. Right lay cable is what you'd use when you're fishing so you don't unscrew things on your rig. So great book, but no longer available. But I'll show you some things that are available. A similar book to the old military manuals that the National Groundwater Association provides is Well Drilling Manual. This is available on the NGWA bookstore, and it has a lot of the same information, some of the same fishing tools still available in this book. I go to these books all the time, even if we're not, hopefully not fishing all the time. Another one is cable tool fishing, for those of you with cable tools. And of course, nobody likes to be fishing, but the reality is, I tell people, if you are a skier and you have never fallen down, you don't ski enough. If you're a whitewater rafter and you haven't ever flipped a boat, you don't raft enough. And if you're a driller and you've never fished, well, you need to drill more wells. Not that you want to fish, but you have to sometimes. The Australia drilling book is also a fantastic one. Chapter 12 has a lot of good information. And so I recommend all these ones, but I wanted to talk some generalities. What does it take when you're fishing? So you have a lost tool in the hole. Well, first of all, and this is stuff that you have to do ahead of time. You want to have a stable borehole. If your borehole is coming to pieces on you, then you're not going to be able to do fishing, just like you wouldn't be able to do drilling. So you need stable borehole conditions. That means a good drilling mud program. If you're drilling with mud rotary, just keep that hole stable, keep it straight. Use enough collars and stabilizers to keep that hole straight, and implement safety factors. If you're doing, you don't want to just pull hard. That's not the way to fish. You want to understand what you've got down there, gather information, try something. If it doesn't work, you've learned something. There's all this progressive, almost iterative process where you're learning as you go, and you watch old drillers. They're masters at this. They know they're gathering the information. They know what to expect from the environment that they're in, from what happened. And so I see drillers taking a photograph and documenting very carefully and carefully measuring everything that goes down the hole, because then if it doesn't come out, you can fish it because you know what's down there. There's times where we need to do things like use a video survey, or if it's turbid fluids, then an impression block to define what that fish is like. Is it laying off to the borehole side? Is it pointy on top, or is it blunt? What's the shape of it? What tool can we use to grab it? There's many different things. Overshot to go over the top of it and grab it, a spear to go inside of it and pull it, like a taper tap. So many different things. There's stuff with cable, different spears that are specifically for that, or to cut off a battered end so that you can get a good grip on things. Many different tools. What tool you use depends on what you've got down the hole, and so you need to learn what's down the hole first. So that's the moral of the story, and doing all of that safely and efficiently. That's just what's necessary. So many different ways to skin that cat, but that cat will come around from time to time, hopefully very rarely. But we want to just be able to get the debris out, whether it's a junk basket or a latch jack or anything in between. Many different tools, but you pick the right tool for the right object. You're not going to try to use a crescent wrench to drive a nail, nor are you going to try to use the wrong fishing tool to extract your fish. So with that, I hope everybody works safely and productively, and I will talk to you next time.